I feel like community is so important, and it's something that we're missing out on very much of. We feel like we hear the word all the time, we say a lot on community, but we're really not diving into making the community our own and really just owning it and making it special. And so I try to, in my artistry, bring people together and really help people see that, because it's just important to have. Without it, we're consistently in this place where we're divided and we don't really know it. I see you, I say hey, but I don't really know you.
Yeah.
And so.
And it's like what we talked about before is how somebody can have something that may bless you.
Yeah.
Or you can just be able to be in a room with somebody that y'all can share off of each other.
Yeah.
But yet we are so protective of our own selves. And,
Yeah.
and I brought the example up about how one person may be loyal.
Yeah.
And then another person might be trustworthy.
Right.
And they're like, no, I want to keep my loyalness. I want
Right.
to keep my trust. I want to keep that. But you never know what could happen if you just allow one person to learn how to be loyal.
Yes.
If you allow that one person to learn how to be loyal, another person learn how to be trustworthy, oh my gosh, that is the community we can build.
Yeah.
But we're so protective.
We are. And the thing I see with that is just like, as long as we're protective, you go do your thing, I go do my thing, we don't get anywhere. Because what happens is, while you're doing your thing, it may contradict what I want to do. It may step on my toes, and I told you go do your thing, not realizing that it's something that may come against me. And we live in the same community, and so just whatever you're doing is going to affect me, and whatever I'm doing is going to affect you. And so we have to have the conversations, and we have to really just get to know each other, because then our communities become safer. When we get to the place where we want to have family, kids, marriages, we want to be in a place where our kids can be safe to go outside, where I know who the person is next to me. I know who I can go to for wisdom or just whatever. When we talk about changing our community, yes, the voting is a huge thing, but what's going to help the voting process be a better thing is when I know who I'm voting for.
That's right. That's
So,
right. And we talked about how it's important to have a good leader.
Yes.
You talked about how if you cut off your hands, you can still probably function. Go into that a little bit for me.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like leadership is so important in the community, because basically what I'm saying is, if you cut off your hand, you can still operate. If you cut off your foot, leg, it's going to hurt, but you can still operate. You cut off your head, you can't do anything.
That's it.
And so leadership is so important in a community that it has to go forward with the right people. It has to go forward because we just can't make any differences happen.
Right.
So.
And we are definitely which we try not to be, but sometimes we're a reflection of that leader. Sometimes, All right. So one topic that really sticks out to me, and you even did a whole experiment. I call it an experiment.
Yeah.
Black men in America.
Yes. So I got to talk to a lot of guys and ask them a lot of questions on being a black man in America. And some of the questions really, I would say they really shocked me. They really surprised me, because to hear when I asked a guy, have you ever felt trapped? And 100% say yes. Mm-hmm. It is amazing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not really surprised. I feel like I'm surprised, but I'm at a place where I realize this is normal. This is really what it is.
But is it trapped? It's a different. That word is heavy. You could be trapped mentally. You can be trapped spiritually. You can be trapped in these different avenues. What was the avenue that somebody got you for? Like, I've been trapped.
Mainly mentally.
Mentally.
A lot of guys feel trapped mentally. They feel trapped in their relationships, feel trapped in their jobs, because we know that we're supposed to be the head in society. We know that we're supposed to be the head and the providers, the men that everybody wants us to be. But we feel trapped by these margins and we can't really succeed in the way that we really want to because our success is governed by everybody else. And one of the things I talk about is when you see a man, his identity is questioned every time he steps out the door. And the thing that's always said is, you're not a man if you don't do. And so every man in here has heard that and know that it's a point that in their life they've come to a place where they've been called a boy because you don't have the money. You can't take care of the bills. You don't even have a woman yet, or just whatever. You made your woman mad today. And so now you're not a man. So it's very difficult for a lot of people.
Mm.
And it's hard when I'm just trying to be a man, let alone be your leader in society, let alone be the provider that I need to be, that can pass down money for generations. And so people like, men are giving up. Yeah, they are. Because everybody's saying you can't do the job. So they're like, well, I won't.
All right, well, that was deep.
Yeah.
That was deep. Let
It's
us
real. It's
let us
real.
just marinate on that moment for a minute, people. I have some more questions for you and more when we come back with more of Deep Soul. So stay tuned.